Do you know that the city of Rome fell because of corruption more than swords? Do you know that the fall of the Roman Empire, the greatest military power in the ancient world, was not due to invasions alone, but was the result of long-term internal corruption that weakened it from within until it collapsed? When we hear about the fall of Rome, the attack of the barbarians, the hordes of the Germans, and the collapse of the army immediately come to mind. But the historical truth is more complex and much more dangerous. At the height of its power, Rome controlled vast areas of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. I possessed organized armies, amazing military methods, and an administrative system that is still taught today. But with the passage of time, corruption began to eat away at the body of the state from within. Political positions were no longer awarded based on merit, but rather on bribery and influence. Local rulers exploited the people, and taxes became suffocating, leading to widespread poverty and increasing popular discontent. The soldiers, who were the mainstay of the empire, were no longer paid regularly, so loyalty began to weaken. Rather, some military leaders began to sell their loyalty to the highest bidder, and sometimes they opened the doors of cities to invaders in exchange for money or influence. Here, the external enemy turned from a threat that could be repelled to a knockout blow to a state exhausted from within. The most serious thing is that Rome increasingly relied on foreign mercenaries to protect its borders after Roman citizens turned away from military service. These mercenaries were not loyal to Rome, but only to money, which made security fragile and liable to collapse at any moment. At the same time, the nobles were immersed in a life of luxury and moral corruption, while the cities suffered from hunger and epidemics. This sharp contrast created a huge gap between the people and the government, and the sense of belonging to the state disappeared. When the Germanic invasion came in the 5th century AD, Rome was not as strong as it appeared in the books. The empire was sick, unable to defend itself. It collapsed quickly in 476 AD, in an event that is considered the end of the ancient era in Europe. The story of the fall of Rome teaches us a profound lesson: that the greatest armies do not save a corrupt state, and that the real danger often comes not from the outside, but from within. Did you know? Sometimes, empires fall, not when they are defeated, but when they rot from within.